Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to NFTCON. My name is Phu Styles. I am the CEO of Blockchain PR, and I am the managing partner of Dcentral, which produces NFTCON. And today I'd like to welcome Robert Menendez from VEZT and Yalu Lin from Melos. If you would both introduce yourselves and tell us what your company is and what you guys do.
Sure. Let me go first.
Yeah.
My name is Yalu, and my experience with blockchain started in 2017. And one of my first project was Magix, which was a music copyright token marketplace. And then I got addicted to both. I fell in love with both blockchain technology and the music industry. So me and another friend, which is another co-founder of Melos, that we started Melos Studio. And Melos Studio is the destination for creating, discovering, and collecting original music on Web3. We have a marketplace with all kind of emerging and independent musicians from 45 different countries. And we have vast variety of music NFTs in our marketplace. And we also create a very unique create to earn music ecosystem on blockchain. So that's a quick brief about Melos here. Thank you.
Go ahead,
Thank you.
Rob.
Thank you. My name is Robert Menendez, co-founder and CEO of VEZT. We allow fans to buy into music royalties in a fractional and decentralized fashion and collect royalties from their favorite artists. I have been, was introduced to Melos and fell in love with the concept and idea of allowing fans to participate in an NFT that is one-of-one collaborative, right? So, being a big fan of music and the freedom that music allows in our lives and also in an artist's lives, being bundled into a technology that allows you to participate with your favorite artist. I found that to be revolutionary, and I've had the pleasure of being an advisor to Melos for a year now through the launch and the rise of their company.
Great, thank you. And for people who don't understand, what is a music NFT?
Well, I'm happy to kind of take that one. So originally, and this is, I think, where you kind of see a value proposition changing in the marketplace. Originally, a music NFT was just basically a picture with a little bit of music attached to it, right? So you would go online, you'd find an asset, and that asset might have a little bit of sound attached to it, a loop or something that was musical attached to it. And that was kind of like the genesis of what people considered a musical NFT. What is a musical NFT now is a completely different question. As technology and additionally, the consumer starts to look at this product as a value-added representation of the artist, their art, and their music. And in additional utilities, a music NFT has now changed into something that could represent the song, merch, attendance at a show, a Zoom call. So, from where it started to where it is now, it is a very different, very powerful product. And I think one that, kind of when the smoke is cleared in the NFT space, will be one of the things that continues to have a lot of value. Imagine having owned or collaborated with Eminem when Eminem was first starting, and then now you own that one-of-one, fast forward 30 years, right? What is the perceived value and what is the perceived interest from the fandom and being able to have these moments in time with artists? And for the artist, it equals freedom. So that's kind of, I think, where the NFT, the music NFT is now.
I agree with Robert here completely. And what we can do with music NFT, what we see and what we can do with music NFT, the potential of what we can do is a lot. Like, for example, NFT records not only the music, but it also attached the addresses between the fan and records the addresses between the fan and the creator. So there can be a lot of interactions between them, and that's what we love about blockchain technology and NFTs. So further to that, what Melos tries to do is to deepen this relationship and create a new dimension by giving perhaps call it music terms, recording music terms onto the NFT and allow people to co-create on top of each of the terms. So the NFT, Melos NFT, it's added on throughout each generation, and so your fan can be your co-creator and eventually creates a like GitHub style of creation process for music. So that's what we like about music NFT, and we see the potential there.
So I've seen other music NFTs before, but I haven't seen any where I can actually co-create with an artist. So really, can you explain more about that and tell us how would I do that? How would I make an NFT with Eminem or Lady Gaga? And why would they allow me to do that?
Right. So for example, traditionally, I'd love to take example of Lady Gaga. Let's say traditionally, Lady Gaga has some musical inspiration, and she writes it down on paper or record it on her computer, and it's draft version 1, and she goes out to perform and come back to that draft 1 and add more to it, and she goes out to work, perform, and come back to work on that. And this creation process can take a long time. But with Melos, she can upload her music here in Melos and mint as an NFT. And so other people, the next person comes along, sees this, maybe Rob likes it and sees and buys it, and Rob adds his own, or say original was piano, and Rob will add his own guitar. And then Phu, you see Rob's work, which has the piano piece and Rob's guitar in this piece, and you add a drum to this, and the next person comes along and adds a violin per se. So this lets your original inspiration, original draft expand and branch out, and all people can help you co-create. And why would people want to do that? Because all the creating process, starting from the originator, are recorded on blockchain. So we know who created or co-created your work, who buys it, and who owns it now. And so all this process are recorded on blockchain, and we can trace back when a later generation of this NFT is sold. We can trace back and profit share through the all co-creators. So that's a magical thing about blockchain, and how we Melos here innovated this co-creation process.
And on the technological point, like, how does that work? So you're saying that if I get a stem, I add to it, and then do I sell the NFT? I just put it back out there, and then the profits from that NFT will go to me and Lady Gaga and Eminem and whoever else I picked from, and it's automatic.
Yes.
And because they had already put their release on there, I don't have to deal with any license fees or royalties and anything like that.
Yes. Well, of course, it has to happen in on Melos Studio marketplace. And when the stem is created and is recorded in Melos Studio, and the next person buys it, the second person buys it, already pays a profit to the generation 0, and then the next person comes along and buys it and adds his own work to it. And when she sells it, the third person sells it. Part of the profit will be shared between the first and the second creators. So that will be automated in Melos Studio marketplace.
That's quite revolutionary.
Thank you.
And Robert, actually, since we're talking about that, why is this so revolutionary? Because I know you started VEZT, which was the very first marketplace on the blockchain, and it started really early back in 2017. I was an advisor. We did an ICO. We pushed out an app. People bought into song royalties along with their favorite artists, and that was all because the traditional music system was so broken. Correct? Well, at least in America, right?
Well, true. I mean, I think what's exciting about any of the NFT projects, but specifically the Melos project, is, one, it's really a decentralized record label. And I think I've had this conversation with the team before, in a way where you could literally all over the world collaborate and make a song where the IP is minted, if you would, into the blockchain. Everyone knows what their royalty components are. And believe it or not, these are still issues that happen in the real world, where you'll have a song that's out and they're still arguing about who owns what, right? So let's start with that being a wonderful solution. And the second part is, if you look at the trajectory of most apps that have been explosive in the marketplace, for example, TikTok is explosive because fans can collaborate with their favorite songs by creating dances and little sketches and then adding filters and things of that nature, right? I think where we're going and where Melos is really inspiring is that you can now do that in a one-on-one way, where you and your friends can make a song with your favorite artist. And as a mixtape, you could take it into the metaverse. It could be your background playing. It could be in your room. It could be anywhere, and it's yours and your friends, right? And that really, I think, personalizes that NFT. It's not a one-on-one because someone gave you, a formula that you're dropping on that ape. Now, I'm not taking anything away from what those guys have done, because it is incredible. But this is a one-of-one because of your collab with that artist, your friends, and the artist perhaps coming back and doing something else with it, along with some beautiful art that you can take everywhere with you. I think that's an exciting proposition. What's even more exciting is that everybody still earns, right? It is never out of the control of the originator, which is a fantastic and a beautiful thing. And I think it's always been an issue in music, so to speak, to let the genie out of the box. Mixtapes have been around for a very, very long time. They've actually been the reason why a lot of musicians have careers. This is a really exciting way to take it one step further and allow the fans to interact. And if you're a platform, fans are very loyal. They come to where the music is. And I think that that's a great way to build an ecosystem and to educate people on what is an NFT, why is an NFT valuable, right? And how do you work with an NFT to create something?
What NFTs are currently out on your marketplace? What has been released and what's done really well? I want all the gossip.
Yeah, well, there are so many. At the very beginning, we wanted to have a marketplace to create for people to launch their record their stems or music inspirations or ideas, or in the previous example I used draft, but really what we call them is inspiration in our marketplace. But then when the technology is built, like all kind of musicians from all over the world, I think there are like 900 musicians already on or waiting to be onboarded in our marketplace. And they are from 45 different countries. And they are amazing. Like traditionally, I have been listening to music from like Spotify or Apple Music, but they are like commercialized a lot of times, or commercialized or marketed music. I'm not saying that bad, but it's just that sometimes we crave for new things. And when I see all this music from Melo Studio in our marketplace, like I hear all kind of different styles. People from India have one kind of that. So many different styles of music, and music from Turkey, they deliver different kind of emotion and message, and music from Philippines and from Thailand. And I don't understand the language, but there are a lot of emotion and message I received just by listening to this music, and they are just beautiful and amazing. And of course, at the same time, we do, thanks to Rob and our team, we do have other musicians like bigger name musicians onboarded us previously, including Trey Songz, David Bowie, and Method Man is coming, and Queens, the rock band Queens, is also coming. So we're happy with that. I'm very, very happy with all this music. So that's what we have so far.
Oh, that's exciting. Actually, the most exciting thing I see is the ability to collaborate with everyone around the world, and especially now music's become so global. I mean, we're seeing, K-pop become a global phenomenon all around the world. And I'm seeing finally collaborations in multi different languages that just wasn't happening before. But now, as a normal, regular person who has very little musical skills, I could still participate in this. And that's really exciting.
Yeah, thank you. There are two parts I would love to add to this. One is that we do have a artificial intelligence assistant that helps you create music. You just key in a few simple music notes, and as a beginner, you just key in a few simple music notes, like 2 to 3 music notes, and it will create a piece of music for you. And we do see some very talented music creators or music artists using that Melos AI to create sophisticated music, and it just amazed me. That's great. So that's when people go to Melos.studio, and please just try this Melos AI. And secondly, music's one thing is an art form, probably one of the earliest art form, because we use tunes or melodies to express emotion way before we have language, vocabularies. So I think music is very valuable. And an interesting thing with music is that, of course, we listen to this marketed music, but music under like marketing activities and all that. But music itself doesn't change even if you have the marketing process or not. So there are still a lot of great music around the world, like in little places around the little corners of the world. That's never been heard if there's no marketing activity. So we create this platform so for people have an opportunity, have a platform they can express their music emotion, music talent, music passion to everybody around the world. And that is something that we love doing what we do. So that's the second part that I would add to this.
Amazing. So yeah, the future of music is decentralized, and through you guys having a decentralized music studio. That's fantastic. Well, we're running short on time. So I'd like to thank both of you for joining us. Are any last any last words for our audience at NFTCON?
Sure.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Actually,
sorry, go ahead.
Actually, is there any alpha you want to give us?
No, I just it's a great journey, and we are grateful for everybody who participated and helped us along the way, including Phu and Robert here. And thanks for joining us on NFTCON, and love to see you guys on Melos Studio.
Sure, I'll share a little bit of alpha though, because my background as a trader. The Melos token is live, guys. It's live and available. It's on KuCoin. So if you believe in what the Melos ethos and what is being built here and the revolution that's happening within the music space, please take a look. This isn't a buy recommendation, but what I am telling you is that there are some great projects in the pipeline. We're very, very excited. We're looking at Korean artists. We've got a plethora of hip hop. We've got a lot of things coming down the pipeline that I think are going to be not only exciting, but revolutionary. Go check out the token. The symbol is actually the name, pretty easy to find, guys. And we look forward to speaking with you again.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye, guys.